come out, same story.
Hi friends, welcome back to the vlog and get ready with me for my first modeling in a New York Fashion Week show. I'm really excited about this. Obviously the appearance, I just did like the final like super thorough shower, you know, wash, hair, shave, everything, shower. So while my hair is drying, I figured I would go through kind of everything I have been packing to take with me in my trusty Hulkin bag, which, side note, I love this thing. Oh my God, the Hulkin bag, super game changer living in New York City. And yes, I have a discount code for you. So in the description below, my discount code is for, I believe, 5% off your purchase with Hulkin. My code is Libby5. Use it. It's such a great deal. Like, I kid you not, this thing is so amazing for like grocery shopping, just schlepping in general in New York, and I'll show you why. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So I wanted to go through everything that I have packed and essentially make sure I didn't forget anything, as well as show you what I am bringing with me, tell you a little more about what's going on. And this vlog is going to take us all the way through my experience walking in a fashion show for New York Fashion Week 2023. And my glasses are sliding on my nose because it is humid and I just put lotion on. So I'm gonna be continuously doing this throughout the whole thing. So again, we're working with what we got here. But you know, you all do it too. Like sometimes we just gotta get all ugly to, you know, blossom into the butterfly, right? Other fun fact of this fashion show is that I am doing it with my dog Shira. So the show that we're walking for is called BreakFree, and all of the designers in the show have something to do with mental health, all the collections anyway. I'm not sure about the designers specifically, but all of the collections that are in this runway show are going to have something to do with mental health. The show fundraises to offer scholarships for people, and I don't know how they get the scholarship, but help people pay for mental health treatment. So whether it's primary mental health, substance use, eating disorder. So that's how I got involved in this. It was through a connection that I met when networking for my eating disorder services, and she was talking about this fashion show. I'm like, oh, is there any way I can help? And then we got talking, and I'm modeling for them. And Shira is going to be in it with me because, as you know, if you've been watching my videos, she's in training to be my psychiatric service dog. So we're going to walk together. She's getting an outfit as well. I have no idea what we're wearing yet, but they sent us a list of things to bring and like how to prep essentially for the show. So let's go through everything that I've packed and see if I forgot anything. And then I'm going to be bringing you along tomorrow, Monday, September 11th, is our runway show in Soho. And so I'll bring you along, take you backstage, and hopefully we'll get some footage of actually walking the runway, and I'll have that all in this vlog. So let's get going. Okay, well, before we get into my cool Hulkin bag, since I am bringing Shira with me, I figured I'd go through her stuff first. So I am bringing her travel bag. This is the bag that I love using when we go on airplanes or longer trips, because she has a little more space than our everyday carry bag. This is the Sherpa Pet Carrier. We both really love this, and I'm going to link as much as possible that I can in the description below if you want to purchase any of this stuff. But this is also on the website under our favorite things, because like I love this bag. It's too big for like everyday use, but for any travel use, I love this one. So in here I have her Kind Tail food and water travel bowls, which these things are great too. If you watched my Alabama Nashville travel vlog, you saw this, but I have some of her food in here, and then this is a water bowl. And so these are nice. Oop, I just spilled some food because they just stack inside each other, and then the top screws on. So that makes it so that's literally food and water for her. I have a little, it's not rawhide, but of that idea, chew toy for her to keep her busy. And then a bed that fits inside here so she can snuggle up. She really loves sitting in her bed. She'll climb in here by herself into the bag. So that way, because it's going to be a long day. We have to be there at 1 p.m. is our call time. We probably won't get out of there till about 10 p.m. And once our hair and makeup is done, we're not allowed to leave backstage, essentially. So have all of that. And then got some other things here. So I have some pee pads for her because, again, we're not going to be able to go outside. So I want to make sure that we have those. I think some wipies. And then so there's an after party for it, and I'm going to be tabling for my brand. So I brought her. So we both have to have, well, she doesn't have to, but they told us, you know, to bring clothes to wear more of our own personal style for the after party, so we can like dress in whatever we want. And I found the cutest little outfit for her. Once it's on her, you'll see, but it is this just adorable little cream and black houndstooth pattern. And it has these little pom-poms on the bottom, and it looks so cute on her. I hate how much money I spent on it, but it's adorable. So she's gonna be wearing that. And you know, we have poop bags and wet wipes. So all that stuff for her. And I'm probably gonna pack some more toys as well. And obviously her leash and collar and all her usual stuff like that. But that's kind of like what I'm packing. Okay. On to my things. So first of all, I have some hand sanitizer hanging off the zipper on this, because you always want hand sanitizer. All right, and now like the Mary Poppins bag. This thing is huge and it's only like halfway full, but because I'm not only modeling, I'm also having a table there to promote my treatment consulting services. I've got a lot of stuff in here. So first, clothes steamer. I'm sure, you know, whatever I'm wearing to model, like they're gonna have that already. If I wasn't tabling, I wouldn't bring this, but I am gonna steam out the tablecloth that I brought for my table. So I have that. I also need to pack a full water bottle. I'm probably gonna bring some coffee and some more snacks as well. So those are things that are not packed in here yet. I brought a silk robe that I've had forever from Victoria's Secret to put on while they're doing hair and makeup. They said this was like an optional good idea to bring a robe. It's also stinking hot here, so having a lightweight robe is ideal. Okay, so here is like stuff I might actually need to wear. So false eyelashes, I said to bring those. This is underwear for what I'm wearing in the after party. And then I don't really need to like show you verbatim, I guess, but like I have various like boob tape, sticky bras, nude underwear, because they said to bring that stuff for what we're wearing. So, oops, I guess I can put these back in. I'm not sure, you know, if you're a professional model, they probably have everything you need backstage. This is, you know, not on like the same level as like a Dior show or something like that. And obviously I'm not a professional model, so we have to bring some of our own items. So that's some of what we need to bring. I'm bringing Body Glide, Foot Glide stick, so that if I am going to have chafing with any of my shoes, I figure it'd be better to be preventative with this because I'm going to have some shoe changes for the day. They said to bring a couple different colors of heels, so gold and nude are what I'm bringing. These are like my favorite heels. I actually wore these, God, 11 years ago for my wedding, and they still hold up. This is the Soft brand of shoes. It's SOFFT. They're so comfortable, and this is after 11 plus years of wear. I mean, I don't wear them all the time, but like I wore them all day for my wedding and reception. I've worn them multiple occasions for long periods of time, for events, for dancing. Cannot recommend these enough. They just make the best shoes. I've had a couple different shoes made by this brand. Love, love, love them. And then these are Aldo, I guess. These are just some gold heels, stiletto heels, in case she wants a different look. I contacted the designer I'm walking for specifically to ask about shoe colors. And she wanted, if I had red or white heels, she wanted those. I do not have either of those. I used to, I don't have them anymore. So she said nude would be fine, but I figured like these gold ones are almost nude. So if she doesn't like these are my other option. Plus, like, should a pair break, then I have backups. Okay, then I've got a little baggie full of some other stuff here. So I've got just some more, again, wipies, face wipes, my jewelry for the after party. I've got some gold cuffs. These are really beautiful. These are actually from my favorite jewelry designer, Cynthia Rybakoff. So these are just really nice cuffs. I actually wore them as a part of my Wonder Woman costume last Halloween. So they're really fun and nice. I'll show you my outfit too in a minute. Got some snack bars. I'm going to bring some other like fresher snacks as well. We had to bring our own foundation. So I have my It Cosmetics CC Cream and It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. So I'm bringing those along. They'll have everything else for makeup, but they asked us to bring our own foundation. And then some deodorant, because smart idea. And then the earrings I'm going to wear again for the after party. And these are some Kate Spade ones that I've had for a really long time. I love them. These are like my favorite colors. Just this like #2 pencil yellow and fuchsia with gold. And then the backs of them are gold. These I just love so much. So that's the jewelry and stuff I'm going to be wearing. All right, and we're almost into the things for my table. Another type of sticky bra. Never know, haven't tried that one yet. A fan, because it's been so freaking hot. Oh, this feels so good. We're just gonna do this for a minute. I think this is gonna be a really smart move. I know a lot of people love those electric fans right now, or ones that plug into your phone, or like little handheld ones. I don't like them for a couple reasons. One, they're, bulkier than this. This is super lightweight, fits in so many things. They make noise. Sometimes you're in places where you can't make noise. Like I love this, for going to a show or, anywhere that shouldn't have noise. You don't want that buzzing noise if you have a headache. And you don't have to recharge it or have batteries for it. So I think sometimes the old-fashioned way is always the best way. So handheld fan, can't go wrong. Okay, so stuff for my table. So I'm gonna have a table set up and promoting my services. I'm going to have some flyers and things out. I'm not gonna pull everything out right now. I'll show you the table when I have it all together, but just to give you an idea, I'm gonna have some stands with flyers in them with some QR codes so people can scan and go to my website or sign up for my email list, things like that. I'm gonna have business cards and some other little handout kind of flyery things on the table. And then I'm going to be selling some copies of my book, Permission to Eat. If you have not read it yet, go check it out. Widely available on Amazon, on Kindle, in paperback, and hardcover. But if you ever come to an event that I have them at, I'm signing them. I will personalize it and sign it for you, which reminds me I need to add a Sharpie to my bag. And I got some mini airheads to spread out on the table because, people love to grab candy and things from tables, so love that. And then I've got my table runner in here, so I'm not going to pull it out. It's all folded up on the bottom of the bag. But yeah, that's what we got going on here. So I'm going to go blow dry my hair now, going out to dinner tonight. And then tomorrow is the day of the show. So I'll do final shower in the morning, probably do a little bit of a workout before that, and then we'll get ready to go. Also, Shira on her Instagram, which is at the Broadway Service Dog, she has a reel up now that's a get ready with me for New York Fashion Week, and it's her prepping for New York Fashion Week. It's really cute. Go check it out. I'll put her link in the description as well. But yeah, I'm really, really excited that she's going to be in it. No one cares about me as a model, let's be honest. I'm not a professional model. I'm not that well known. It's a novelty for me, but I think she's going to be a real star of the show. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to want to meet her because they do just in real life anyway. So now I can say that my dog is a fashion model, a dog fluencer. Okay, let's go do New York Fashion Week. On our way to New York Fashion Week, here we're all packed up. If I haven't told you before, I love my Halcon bag. And here I set up my table that I got to have at the event. So cute. I'll show you that more in just a bit here. And here they are setting up for the event. It was such a beautiful room. So we had to, of course, walk it and get familiar. And all the volunteers loved Shira, as you can expect. This was such a cute space. Look at these awesome chandeliers from the ceiling. It looked even more stunning as it got dark out. It was just so beautiful. I could not ask for a better first New York Fashion Week experience. So let me show you around a little bit. So this is the room that the event was actually taking place in. There was a bar, but it was all mocktails for the evening since it was promoting mental health and substance use recovery. And let's go into the holding area. This is where all the models were. This is definitely before everyone showed up. This will get really packed, as you will see. And we did our hair, makeup, got dressed, put all our stuff, had snacks, everything in this tiny room. And there was probably 100 people that got shoved in here at some point. I wanted to show you a little more of the space. So they had a couple of mocktail bars. They had some sponsors. And gosh, the view up here was just stunning. This is the Empire Ballroom at this particular venue. Can't remember the name of it. And we had a couple of different places. This is the model practicing the walk. We had a couple places to pose for photos. Of course, Shira just loved all the people. She was looking and seeing everyone. And it was just so packed in here, as I said. Like, everyone was getting their hair and makeup done. It was so many models because we had several different designers. And so we had to wait a while to get hair and makeup done. Oh, here we are. This was my look. So I walked for a company called Raccoon Guts. Alright, so we just got to walk the runway. Oh, Shira, you got some in your eye. She did so good. I think we both did pretty well. Obviously I didn't fall over and I wasn't wearing my glasses, so that was cool. This look, hopefully I will have footage of us actually walking to insert, hoping that somebody got it. I think so. There's definitely cameras out, so I'm hoping I get it. But that was really fun, and I would actually really love to model again, so this was really cool. All right, going on to the next thing.
Shira, both you guys think
Oh, they're trying to squeeze somebody in there.
It's the next morning, and it was really fun to model. I hope you all liked the clips from the show. It was such a long day, though. Oh my gosh, I didn't get to bed till 2 a.m. It was cool. Like I was told that, you know, I was like one of the better walkers anyway. Like I don't know that necessarily I had like all the flair of the models who had done this before, but like I was one of the people that actually knew how to walk in heels, so that was encouraging. It was a good experience. I got invited to come back and work with them again in February. So hopefully we'll see if we end up doing that. But just to kind of wrap up the experience, so to fill in all the details, because I know that was just a lot of clips without any explanation really. So we had to get there at 1, so left the apartment a little after noon. Shira did not relieve herself the entire time we were gone. I was so nervous. I kept taking her over to her pee pad to see if she would go. She did not relieve herself all day until we got home. So I was really worried, not only about like her bowels, but like, is she gonna like pee on the carpet somewhere? Anyway, she didn't, so that was, it worked out. But she did eat and drink while we were there. Definitely, if you're modeling, bring food. They had some snacks available. Those went so fast, and I was starving by the end of the night. My boyfriend and I went out and got some nachos and drinks afterwards because I was just ravenous, and that was like 11 p.m. But anyway, so we get there. It's kind of a lot of sitting around. We kept getting shuffled around. Shira in the background moving her bed. She was really happy to like get into her comfy bed. She also normally naps during the day, and she was so tired while we were there and like couldn't fall asleep because there was just so much stimulation. So she would like crawl into her little carrier or be on my lap, and I could like see her nodding off, and then she'd like jerk herself awake. She like didn't want to miss anything. It was really cute, but it felt really bad. So she slept really hard last night, I think, as did I. Like it felt really nice to go to bed after everything. But yeah, so met my designer, saw what I was wearing, and then there was so many people. I don't even know how many models there were, but they brought in a whole bunch of hairstylists and makeup artists, and there was several designers for the show that I was in. I was only walking for one of them, but it was like, I think there were 6 designers, so like 6 collections. So it was a ton of people. Some of the models were doubled up on shows, but most of us, I think, were just walking for one. So it was a lot of models. And then there was like a whole bunch of volunteers and staff of the building and everything. So it was just a ton of people packed into this room. Like some of those clips you saw, like just people everywhere, that was like our holding space. So that was our dressing room, hair, makeup, holding area, everything was in that room. And it was really tight. There wasn't like room to walk around or stretch or anything like that. But yeah, so got my hair done, and they did a very severe slick back bun. Personally, I don't think that's a flattering style on me. And since my hair is so thick, it took, I think it ended up taking 3 hairstylists and a whole lot of bobby pins to get that up, as well as gel, hair wax, and hairspray. So I have a lot of hair. It's very thick. So we did that, and then it was a ton of waiting to get makeup done. And then we also practiced walking the runway which I'm really glad we got to do that. We got to practice that twice. So I'd never done that before. So I'm glad that, you know, we got to walk through it and see like what we were actually doing, but we didn't get any instruction. Like there was no instruction on like how to like facial expression or how to pose, because we had 3 spots that we had to like stop and do some poses. Like they said, like take a couple seconds there and then continue on. They didn't tell us really what to do. So I'm just kind of like watching the other models for ideas. And my makeup artist, I mean, she did a good job. Like the makeup looked great, but it was really uncomfortable because she was like evangelizing to me. She's, you know, asking about Shira, and I was telling her, okay, she's my service dog. She's like, oh, do you go to church? I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm Jewish. So, and she's like, oh, do you go to church or you go to temple? I'm like, well, both, because I used to be Presbyterian. And she's like, and that wasn't enough for you? And it was kind of uncomfortable. So anyway, that was that experience. But everyone was super, super nice. Obviously the outfit that I was wearing that you saw in those clips, it was supposed to be a wedding dress with blood. The designer's collection, so Haley of Raccoon Guts, her whole collection was called Trigger Warnings, and it was physical representations of various like traumatic experiences that either she or, you know, something societal was around. So this was like I think she explained it was like the not wanting to fall into the expected heteronormativity of getting married and like the ruining of innocence kind of thing. So it was interesting. And also interesting, I didn't know what I was wearing before I got there. We didn't have really any discussion around that, but the heels that I brought to wear were actually the shoes that I wore at my wedding 11 years ago. They still had the little I do stickers on the bottom and everything. By the way, those are the shoes I showed you. They're great shoes. They're so comfortable. They've held up for over 11 years. I can't remember. I think I got them a year or 2 before the wedding even. So very sturdy brand, a soft brand. So it was just kind of like full circle to be in that. Shira did so great. She was definitely the star of the show. And yeah, like it was a cool experience. So, I mean, I would suggest if like you're interested in doing this kind of stuff and the opportunity presents itself, definitely give it a try. I think it's fun to do, you know, at least once if it's something that you have any sort of inclination for. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of standing around. It was like being on a film set, like being an extra in a film or something, because literally got there at 1, didn't leave the building until 10:30 at night. So 10.5 hours, didn't get paid for any of that. Had to bring some of my own stuff. We took a cab home, like, you know, so there was some money involved in doing it, but it was a cool experience and I think I would do it again. So that was my experience modeling in New York Fashion Week. Shira is definitely invited back to do more stuff. Everyone thought she was just so great. She was so chill the whole day. Like she didn't make a peep the entire time. She just wanted to meet everyone. She was a good little girl. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy this vlog. I'm going to be taking you along on more cool New York adventures and travel adventures on my channel. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, please hit that subscribe button below, like the video, share with your friends. At this point, I have under 500 subscribers, so let's bring that number up. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a beautiful week. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Think I know